afternoon around Australia. Welcome to the Adelaide Oval, one of the more beautiful cricket grounds in the world. This is the second of the Carlton United Series limited overs matches. It's the game between South Africa and New Zealand. And the South Africans coming off a high after the match at the SCG the other evening where they thrashed Australia, a new look Australian side, and the South Africans in a low scoring game, just a little bit too good for them. Now then, Tony Greig is out in the centre of this lovely ground. Good afternoon, Tony.
It's always a pleasure to stroll out into the centre here at the Adelaide Oval. It is without doubt one of the most beautiful cricket grounds in the world. The Adelaide Oval, along with perhaps Newlands in Cape Town. Have a look at that ground. Absolutely magnificent it is. What a view. And I can tell you they've introduced the lights. There they are, those four huge great lights which are going to light up this ground later tonight. And of course they have a special aspect to them as well. They work like aerials. They come out of the ground and slowly wind their way up into position, and then they're ready for action. So it really is superb. Right, well, that's one of the innovations, or one of the changes here. The other change, of course, is down at the far end. I'm standing at the cathedral end, and of course, if you hit a straight drive down there, it's a long way down. They've brought the rope in down at the far end. It's a 90-metre hit now, so the board have instructed the ground staff on this ground to bring the boundaries in 15 metres down at the far end. The pitch, well, Les Burdett and his men once again have done a superb job. It's always wonderful here. You can see it's just the right sort of dryness for a one-day game. Just a little bit of cracking there. It looks pretty flat to me. A little bit of grass in the surface. So the ball will come onto the bat, and as usual, the outfield is absolutely superb. So not only is it pretty, but it's a good pitch as well, as good as they come. Let's have a look at our Telstra weather wall now. There it is. The temperature today is 20. The maximum forecast is, they say, going to be about 24. The ground temperature, well, that's on 22 at the moment. It's nice and pleasant out here. The humidity 65, just a little cloud around. The light on 37 because of the clouds. The pitch, as I said, it's dry. So it should be for one-day cricket. The wind, well, there's hardly any out here. That which there is coming from the southwest. The players' comfort's ideal, and the UV is a little deceptive. It's quite high. Wonderful out here at the Adelaide Oval today.
Tony Greig with the pitch report, and here's Ian Chappell with the two skippers out in the centre, ready for the toss.
Mr. Referee, you're happy?
Okay. Games announced out there at the toss, the South African side, Gary Kirsten, Jacques Callis, Lance Cruz, and Darrell Cullinan. Played very well the other evening at the SCG. Hansi Cronje, the so well down in Hobart, is at the top of the order with Nathan Astle. They open the innings the second time around for New Zealand down there.
Play. Nathan Astle, very good strike rate, good average. First ball, it's nicely played away by Horn down the fine leg. Both these guys will run quickly between the wickets, which is so important, particularly on this ground with the long straight hits of 90 metres. New Zealand none for 6. South Africa won the toss, elected to bowl. Double-header weekend at the Adelaide Oval. In the air, and that's out, straight to cover. Oh, well, they all wanted it. It was Johnny Rhodes who come in the end. It wasn't really his catch. It doesn't matter. That's the end of Matthew Horn. A disappointing dismissal, really. A very soft one.
Well, you said no one's tried to hit over the top. He did, Matthew Horn, but when you do that, you've got to be very, very positive in the way you do it. You can't stop your shot. It was never there to hit over the top. It was too short of a length. It was a very good length delivery. It deserved better respect than that. And in the end, just the bottom of the bat and up to Jonty Rhodes, who almost poached it. But Jonty's very positive. So Horn disconsolately leaves the Adelaide Oval, and New Zealand lose their first wicket at 6.
Chris Cairns at number 3. He's very short of it too. Wasn't a lot of conviction about it, was there? He sort of waited for it, hit it on the up, and was going nowhere. But full credit to the bowler. The line was right, the length was right. Callis' catch for sure. There's Jonty coming in from point. Took a little mark, didn't he? A little bit of a skip. Nancy. Oh, I think it's a bit hard on Callis. Whoops. That's out. He's got him. Well, there was a mix-up. Was there interference there? The bowler actually got in the road of the batsman. The batsman is going. Oh, well, it's all happening for South Africa. They're on a roll. He's not happy, the batsman. I wouldn't be happy either.
Well, he's not happy with a couple of people, I think. I don't think he's too chuffed with Sean Pollock or Chris Cairns out. And he was on the back foot, Astle. He didn't get a quick start, did he? Then the collision, that certainly didn't help. And then Pollock was able to throw the ball past him, hit the base of the middle stump. Astle's gone, well and truly gone. No need for the third umpire there. So he leaves Astle. He's none too chuffed about the proceedings. So now New Zealand 2 for 6.
New Zealand 2 for 6. Stephen Fleming, the captain, taking guard.
Just a little bit more. Just come back a little bit now. One there.
Good shot, that could go for 4. Nicely timed, nicely placed. So Cairns finding touch early on. It's 2 for 12. That's a better shot. That's a great shot. That's going to be 4. Confidence builder for Fleming. The Turkic off guard.
Now, Tony Greig made a good point at the start of the match about the boundaries coming in. Now, this would not have gone through to the fence. It would have slowed up, so they probably would have run 4. But here we see this new boundary coming into play. Fleming does get full benefit without running. It's a beautiful cricket shot. That's his strength hitting down the ground. Good reply to the situation. He needs good shots like that to get some confidence, Fleming. He's downcast after Hobart.
It's a good shot. It's a fine shot. Just missing the stumps. That's the straightest of straight drives. Nicely played. That's his strength. That could well be 4. Superb stroke. 5 runs off the over. Hands in very good touch. It's 2 for 25.
In the air and just wide of the fieldsman at cover. It's Cronje there. That looked as if it was going to go straight to him. However, it found the gap.
Yes, there were great cries of catch it from the bowler. Didn't quite middle that. Sliced it inside out, but it was right into the gap. And the square boundaries at Adelaide, as per usual, pretty short. For that matter, so is the straight one now, which I'm not sure whether I agree with that.
In the air, into the gap again. My goodness, when he hits them, they stay hit. That's a very crisp hit through the offside field. He's a strong boy, Chris Cairns. 11 runs off the over, 2 for 36. And the fine legs up, so that's going to go down to the fence, I'd say. This outfield very fast, all the way for 4. In fact, off the pads, a 4-leg bias. Oh, good shot. He's whipped that one away. That's an incredible hit. Flicked it away. That's almost reminiscent of his old man. He's just flicked that one away off the stumps, and it's gone one bounce to the long boundary down a deep mid wicket.
Absolutely no guessing who his father is here. That is, well, it's a 1.5 foot outside off stump. And that's just a casual little flick over mid-wicket. Cow corner, here we come.
Well, he's gone again over the top, and that's going down. Don't bother running for that. That's gone all the way. No, it hasn't. Did it just make it? It's 6. That's the first of the day. Just clearing that rope down there. Brings up the 50. And it's been appreciated, too, by this crowd.
Well, get in your motor vehicles and get down here, because you don't want to miss this. This is good power hitting from Lance Cairns. Chris Cairns. God, isn't it easy? Easy to forget or to remember. Terrific stuff. Interestingly enough, that wouldn't have gone for 4 had the boundary been the fence.
Oh, good shot again. Lovely cover drive. Chris Cairns is turning it on here in Adelaide. And, well, the Kiwis, certainly around our commentary box, have got big smiles on their face.
Lovely shot, that. full of power, full of placement. And that's been the good thing about his batting so far. He's managed to find the gaps. That's the stand-up cover drive, that. Two for 58.
Well, there's a big appeal, yes, and he's given him out. That was an inside edge. Yes, well, that was a good delivery. I think he was trying to hit it away through the offside, but I'm sure you'll find that this one didn't nip back a long way. It hit the inside edge and it was taken behind.
A good piece of bowling from Pollock. He's had the seam very much upright all morning. And that one's just moved back. Fleming trying to drive, almost cut him in half. Easy catch for Richardson. He knew he was out, so New Zealand lose their third wicket. Score on 58. And the captain is out for 10.
Craig McMillan, who's also a shot maker, is the new batsman. Just 5 one-day internationals so far. Oh, good shot, well played, lovely cover drive again. Well, this is turning out to be a bit of a treat. Smashed that one through the offside field. That was a pretty ordinary delivery, mind you. Short outside off stump, watch it go.
Just a lovely bounce there, a little bit of outswing, plenty of room, and away she went.
Just out of the reach of the man of square. Nothing safe from the South African fieldsman. The outfield is quick enough. So from what really was something of a miscue, he's picked up 4 runs.
Yeah, Hansie Cronje just a little bit short and straying on the leg side there, and McMillan didn't quite get it as well as he would like, and a diving effort. And the South Africans are very, very good in the field. They throw themselves around. And with a short boundaries square here, it was always going to be 4 once it passed the field.
Just short of the man at gully, I think. And supporting the fielding rather than the attempted catch. Looking for 2 here again. Got it with cruising of the fieldsman. That's a good half century for Chris Cairns. He's made 50 from exactly 50 balls, and he's been head to shoulders above the rest of the New Zealand batting.
Exactly what the New Zealanders needed. And Chris Cairns 50 off 50 balls, that's a great innings. Now he's got to go on with it and hopefully get New Zealand up around 200, 220 runs or more.
That is timing at its very best. It was no more than a little defensive prod. It fairly rattled Pickers.
Well, like you said, Richie, going for that leg stump, and he had to be pretty accurate, but just got a little bit too wide of leg stump there and gave Chris Cairns some room to place the ball where he wanted to.
And the shout there is justified. No need for the umpire even to raise his finger because the batsman is walking. Chris Cairns has gone for 55, just when it looked as though he was going to do something quite sensational. Here is a lovely innings, but the New Zealanders now are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Alan Donald bowling, great spell of bowling here, but just when New Zealand needed Chris Cairns to go on and make a big score, he unfortunately got out. But great spell of bowling from Alan Donald.
4 for 89 at the moment. Roger Toos.
Oh, that's got to be close. Yes. Umpire Emerson raises the finger. That one not bouncing too much, but Roger Toos looked to be well and truly in line.
Well, they've had some good shouts this morning, the South Africans, and this is probably the best of them without doubt. No bounce, and when the ball's coming through at pace and it doesn't bounce, you're always going to be in trouble. That hits him round about the knee rolls, only half forward, and umpire Emerson on this occasion says yes to the bowler. So Roger Toos, number 87, didn't work today. 5 for 93.
Chris Harris, who is batting in the number 7 position, does a little bit of bowling. Chris Cairns doing a fine job for New Zealand, batting in the number 3 spot. 55 from 54 balls. Stephen Fleming showed glimpses of form. There's the 100 up for New Zealand. The end of the 26th. Lovely shot from Craig McMillan. Very powerful young man. Good timer of the ball. I guess that's one way to get onto the ground and not get fined. Jump the fence and throw the ball back. Good use of the feet here from Craig McMillan. Got to the pitch of it and just played a normal cricket shot, except slightly lofted.
Out of the reach of the man in close on the offside. And the shortened boundary at the end ensures that will go for 4. Good firm stroke from McMillan.
When he decides to go, he really does. McMillan, he just hits straight through the line. And if it's in the air or along the ground, doesn't seem to worry him. Chain 1 for 6. He's gone again to bring up his 50. It's a nicely timed, lofted on drive. And he's pretty happy about that. It's a good knock. There was a stage when I reckon he thought he wasn't going to get there when he was facing Alan Donald, but he's come through all that, and that can only build his character.
Well, bat or off his toe or just by it.
I thought it was bottom of the bat into the ground. Yorker length, and it just squeezed under and took a big hop over Dave Richardson's head.
Precisely what it was. No matter how you do it, as long as they go down the scoreboard.
Oh, that's an edge, and it beats the wicket. That's 4. See the pace and movement of Pollock there, doing Richardson. Maybe it was inside edge. Pollock can't believe it.
He's come back and bowled very well here, and a little inside edge, and Richardson made a great effort to try and get the ball, catch the ball, but you see the ball, he come back off the seam, inside edge. Richardson a good dive. It's handy 4 runs for New Zealand.
.150 up off 216 balls, the run rate just over 4. Amazing watching the seam when Pollock is bowling. It's hit upright. 6 off the over, 5 for 150. Inside edge again, remaining down. A little bit of luck there. Donald. This is good running, I think. Yes, it is. I wasn't sure about McMillan for a moment there, but Harris did a great job.
Yeah, once again, Pollock finding that inside edge, just getting the ball to come back off the seam and beating the keeper. And Donald put in a good effort, but it was good running. One looked like a little bit of a slower ball or something there. Just rolled his fingers across it.
Oh, he's hit this one, big one. This is way back. Well, it's cleared all the people in those seats just outside the grandstand. He really got that one away nicely. He's a good timer of the ball, and that's brought up the 100 partnership. Well, this is the biggest 6 we've seen today.
Craig McMillan would be quite at home in these surroundings. He spent about 6 weeks at the academy, which is just out the back of the Adelaide Oval. So he's had a good look at the ground.
Tell you what, it very nearly went straight into the face of that poke as well. Fielding down there, perhaps standing around down there. That's a wide. That now brings up to 200. So 107 now in the partnership with 135 balls. What a useful partnership it's been. Up to 200. Well, that was the slow one. He's got underneath it, but this could be out. Simcox is underneath it. Yes, he's got him. No trouble at all. That was a slower delivery. That was the variation ball, and he really did get underneath that one. High and wide to Simcox, who ran around and took it no trouble at all.
The end of a good innings by Craig McMillan. His first one-day international in this country. And he's made a very good start. And you see there he has to fetch it from well outside off stump. And it's not coming as quickly as he would like. Just mistimed enough to stay inside the pickets. And he's gone for 86. New Zealand 6 for 217.
Adam Perori is the new batsman. 76 matches he's played, so he's got a fair bit of experience, but he's going to have to call on all of it now because he's not going to have much time. So Harris on 49. He's faced 90 balls. And that's his half century. So he's made a useful contribution here as well. Straight down the ground and back for the second. So that makes it 6 for 224. And New Zealanders, after a slow start, have managed to put together a reasonably decent total. And so we're in for a good match here at the Adelaide Oval.
The New Zealanders got themselves into awful trouble. 24, and the first man out for them was Matthew Hort.
Much, Richie, and hello to all of our viewers. Back for the chase here at the Adelaide Oval. And it is Gary Kirsten and Jacques Kallis for South Africa in the batting. Nice shot from Gary Kirsten. That's beautifully timed.
Fine player, Gary Kirsten, and he's very good taking toll of anything that's slightly over-tossed. And that was on the up. Very good shot back past the bowler.
Once again, a lovely straight drive in trouble. Perore has done well to get up there so quickly. Shane O'Connor, I think, threw it to the keeper rather than having a throw at the stumps.
This could have been one of the most unlikely run-outs you'll ever see in cricket. He would have been a bit terse with his teammate, Jacques Kallis here, Kirsten. The throw had to be direct, there's no doubt about that. The lob throw was never going to catch Gary Kirsten short of his ground. So an opportunity, half chance there.
Oh, that is a lovely shot. Well, Gary Kirsten's decided he's going to hit them away from his partner. That would have been the soccer equivalent of an own goal, that one. If Kirsten had got run out off the previous delivery, not going to make that mistake again. He's going to keep them away from Jacques Kallis. Well, that's nicely struck as well. And already, with the score just 14, we've had 3 boundaries.
Three really classy shots too. 2 from Kirsten, now 1 from Jacques Kallis onto the front foot, right into the slot there. And he gets that front foot alongside the ball. And youngsters watching will not see too many better cover drives than that.
Well, that's 4.
Clever banner, clever shot too. Jacques Kallis. Second cover drive. This one going a little bit squarer than the previous one because the ball's a bit wider. Very stylish. And those boundaries here at Adelaide are quite short, square of the wicket. And it's quite a quick outfield, so if you can beat the man there inside the circle, you're in business.
Oh, well caught. Magnificent catch by Nathan Astle. He might be struggling a bit with the bat, but nothing wrong with the hands. That was a terrific catch.
Well, this is what was needed, an early breakthrough. And they have it in the form of Jacques Kallis. Just chased this a little bit wider. Good piece of bowling from O'Connor. He made him drive again, but he had to fetch it from wider. And that is a very good catch at second slip from Astle. That will do the confidence no harm at all. Not just within him, but within the whole side. It's 1 for 23.
Lance Klusner, who's done a bit of farming in his time. He's a strongly built man. Gives the ball a thump, as you can see from his strike rate. Just over 90. Meaning he scores at the rate of 91.7 runs per 100 balls. And he's immediately off the mark. That's over the slips. Good bounce there for Chris Cairns.
Well, it was the bounce that saved Klusner here. Because there was a definite edge. There's no way in the world he was looking to play it deliberately there. The height the ball came through was always going to carry it above the slip cord, and in effect it was in the gap as well.
That's well struck by Klusner. Connor has picked up 1 wicket by keeping the ball up there, but it's also cost him 3 boundaries.
This is a good start for South Africa, apart from the loss of the wicket, because when they're beating the field, it's going to the fence. They're not just picking up 2s, they're getting 4s. And when you're chasing 225, it's very, very helpful indeed. Not a lot of foot movement there, but he's got a good eye, and he's obviously, with that strike rate we highlighted, very, very powerful and a quick scorer.
It's interesting to watch Lance Klusner. He stands there with the bat raised as he's waiting for the bowler. Ian Smith pointed out when he came out there that there's a fair bit of wood in the bat. Virtually all he does is just let it fall on the ball. He doesn't go back any, well, just up a little bit, and then just lets the bat fall on the ball. And obviously there's plenty of wood there. On that occasion he hasn't bothered about going along the ground. Klusner is getting a move on.
I don't know if he's enjoying one-day cricket at the moment, Shane O'Connor, because he's getting a bit of a peppering, and there's nothing too pretty about that, but who cares about pretty if it's that effective? That is a real heave over the offside, and that 1.5 foot down the wicket where his front foot went was as far as it had to go.
That is a good shot as well into the gap. There's a man at mid-wicket. 2s, he does well. The crowd, Dave McMillan, who scored the 86 a standing ovation, they're very appreciative here in Adelaide. They've cheered up for this evening. The lights are on for the first time. It's well struck and it was well fielded in the end. It was looking very much like 4. Gone for it, full pitch. He won't stop that. Bad ball, good shot. It's up to 50 for a loss of 1 wicket.
He's bowled a couple of full tosses, one a lot higher than that one, but that was almost backyard cricket, that. It was a very poor, perhaps an attempted slower ball, and I guess we can forgive him because indeed he didn't run his fingers down the back of the seam.
Cop that. Out! Well caught! He went for it and mid-arm took a very good catch. Horn getting into the match, and it's a breakthrough New Zealand needed. It looked like it was 4 for all money. He was across quickly and took a very good catch. Superb fielding.
Nearly caught you out there, Bill, too. It was hit like a bullet, that. Matthew Horn got across very, very well indeed. This fella doesn't mess around when he clubs them. And he's got that off that big heavy bat, and that was flying, and nearly took him with him. That was a very, very good catch indeed by Matthew Horn, and the Kiwis right in this game now. It's 2:52.
We all talk about
Harold Coleman with a very good strike rate and a very good average. About 40 in the one international, excellent average. And O'Connor doing the job just when New Zealand needed something. Ties the big hit down the green. He got hold of it all right. This is a very, very good catch. It was going, caught it just inside the circle. Matthew Horn. New Zealanders hanging into this match.
Oh, he gives him a belt, this fella Clousner, and that's nearly got through.
It's well fielded.
Fantastic bit of fielding by young McMillan. He's had a good day so far. You wouldn't have thought he was going to get that as clean as he did. And get it back to the keeper very, very quickly.
Well struck and well placed. Beats mid-on. The outfield's fast. It's almost run for here. Cullen coming back. It's close. If the throw had been there, that would have been very, very close. It was wide. He had to gather the ball, Larson. That's excellent running by Daryl Cullen and putting the pressure on.
A very good shot by Gary Kirsten. He's timed the ball really well. And good chase, but gee, the throw was just not accurate enough.
That time he did give himself a bit of room.
And what he did do this time, which was slightly different, is he stayed out there outside leg stump. Previously he came back into line, but this time he stayed there, which gave him the freedom of choice with the shot. In terms of he could free his arms and hit through the line of the ball. And that was a very, very good cricket shot indeed, and just what Cullinan required, just what the South African camp needed to just lift the run rate momentum.
There you go. Ball it straight. If he misses, you hit.
Well called, Richie. Well called. And well bowled. Patience. Being able to outweight the opposite number. That's quite a key in one-day cricket. Gavin Larson is a master of that. He's also a master of accuracy. Back goes off stump. He just repeated the dose, but Cullinan couldn't. So New Zealand have got a very handy breakthrough now. It's 3 for 85.
Andy Cronje, the South African skipper, is the new batsman. Comes out to take the place of Daryl Cullinan.
What a nagging sort of attack, really. Oh, yes, I think that's going to be out. And he's asking for a replay, but the batsman's not waiting. Well, that's a big wicket. Kirsten looks to me as if he's accepted the fact that he's out-stumped. And, well, this is quick work. Let's have another look at it.
Oh, what a breakthrough. Kirsten was the man that was going to try and bat through the innings. He's hit that onto his pad, and well, he's just out by so far it doesn't matter. I can't understand why the umpire would call for a replay there, but then again, I guess he didn't want to get it wrong. But he's on his way. We won't worry about calling for a replay from the umpires because we know he's out for 35, and it is now 4 for 91.
Johnny Rhodes is the new batsman. He's 28 years of age, little jack-in-the-box he is. Strike rate of 76. They need him to form now. Oh, and straight away a lovely shot. He's opened the face on that one and steered it through the offside field. 3 Kiwis are after it. Well, I think they've got a sniff, haven't they? Four for 94. The South Africans. The sun's setting here in Adelaide, and the lights taking over. Well, that was an interesting one. Kirsten on 35, going for a bit of a drive there, trapping that ball. I don't think he knew where it was. I'm absolutely certain he wasn't actually going for a run. There were no call of yes or no. He just didn't know where the ball was. Oh, there's a big appeal, and he's got him out, LBW. The Kiwis are on fire. Well, Larson, what a spell this has been. This is his 8th over, and he's got himself another wicket now. What a blow this is.
Well, that looked very, very straight indeed, and Johnny Rhodes has just come to the crease. Well, he runs off a couple of balls and just hitting across the line. And he's paid the ultimate penalty.
Thoreau's out for 3, and the fall of the wicket there, 5 for 94. So Sean Pollock is the new batsman, 24 years of age, 39 matches, and we've seen him bat pretty well just lately. Certainly a very good strike rate. Have a look at that, 93.4. That's a wonderful strike rate. One's played to mid-on, so these two look as if they're going to try and get a solid partnership together here. That brings up the 100, 5 wickets down. In the air and just wide of the fieldsman. They wanted to get to the fence. Desperate stuff by the New Zealanders. They managed to get it back. In comes the throw, and generous applause from that section of the crowd.
For 113, chasing a target of 225. We've seen how the New Zealanders went about hosting that score. Chris Cairns very much a part of the New Zealand effort with the bat, and he's also bowled tidily. And a big shout. Chris Cairns is even further involved here as he gets rid of the South African captain.
Well, we've got a bit of a boil over here at the moment. The New Zealanders, who struggled at times in the Test series, showed some good individual traits, and now in the situation of having South Africa right on the back foot. 225 needed. 6th wicket goes down, 113 on the board.
A long way down the list. He's a very talented player. Has batted at number 3 for South Africa, both in Test matches and one-day internationals. Sean Pollock, technically a pretty good batsman. Shot. Nathan Astle spot on target.
Hello. What have we got here? A medium pace of bowling, and someone's tried to play the reverse sweep. Now that's new. Let's see if we can find any redeeming features for that. No. Dear me. 7 for 126.
Well, Pat Simcox has had a raise. He's been moved up ahead of Dave Richardson.
Just the single. They're restricting the boundaries in New Zealanders because they're not bowling with any width. Harris having a great match, 50-odd not out. His 9th over, only conceded 20-odd runs.
I really believe that they should change that ball now. People pay good money to come along and watch the cricket. If they can't see the ball, it's not much of a game.
Catch it, Harry!
Got it! Oh, catch it, Harry! And did Harry catch it? What a ripper!
Well, he must have seen it to catch it. The call was catch it, Harry, and as Bill so rightly said, what a ripper. It was a fantastic catch. One hand, and well, that surely is the end of South Africa now. You would think so anyway, but they never say die. Have a look at this again. Reflex action.
Simcox hit it okay. Out it went. It was close enough to his body, wasn't it? Caught it easy. How was that, says Harris. What a match. And New Zealanders on top. The Adelaide Oval, it's 8 for 141. Dave Richardson, the wicketkeeper batsman, an average of 18, a strike rate of 65. South Africa And a lot of trouble at 8 for 141. Pollock 27 not out, a non-striker. And he goes for the reverse look. That's close. Big shout for LBW. Well, they've lost their way, haven't they, the South Africans? Reverse sweeps, little sweeps there when they need 10 runs per over. The pressure coming to bear.
You'd think if they just bowl straight now, the New Zealanders are home and hosed. It's going to have to be a heck of an innings by Pollock. But I just think that's a ridiculous shot at this stage because he's only going to get one run for it anyway.
That's the assignment for the remaining South African batsmen. 8 for 156. It's well struck. Here's the stumps. He's gone. He doesn't hit the stumps. They're through for a single. Good performance by Chris Harris, along with Larson. Bowled out his 10 overs. Slow, medium. Picked up a wicket. The bowling's been very, very disciplined.
Oh, 20 overs between Larson and Harris for just 63 runs and 3 wickets. You'd take that every time.
That's down. Is he out? Is it 6? Back, back, back. Matthew Horn. We'll wait for the umpire's call there. Is it 4? Is it 6? Probably a 4, I think. Horn didn't know. It was hard to pick up. Umpire asked for a replay. It was a long hit. Horn seemed to lose it or didn't pick it up. And there he is, backing back. 4 runs, I'd say.
Can't want another replay. Surely. It was obviously just 4.
Waiting for another replay, the third umpire. Darryl Harper. There it is, coming down. He misjudges it slightly, doesn't he? 4 runs. Four runs to Pollock. It's gone again. This time he should catch it. Yes, he does. They're on fire, the New Zealanders. Horn takes the catch. And that's virtually the end for South Africa. Well caught.
Well, he got it over him the first time. A flatter hit this time from Pollock, and that was not going to get over him. It had to get around him. He was quick to it, Horn. No way knowing it was getting around him. And he's taken a good catch in the end. Never easy. That was travelling pretty hard, and he's got down on his knees in front of the cathedral and taken a very good catch. So that's the end of Pollock, and I reckon the end of South Africa. I thought they were gone a while ago. It's 9 for 161.
Richardson whiffs that square again. It's coming back for the second. He makes it. 9 runs off the over plus a wicket. 9 for 165. Half a chance if he hits it. He misses. Must have been a coat of varnish. It's Harris again.
Well, Chris Harris has had a pretty lean time of it until today here in Australia, and now he's really asserted himself on a game of cricket. He's capable of doing that, especially in the field. I'm not saying he's quite in Jonty Rhodes' league, but he's not far behind it when he's at his best. He's a very fine fielder.
It's in the air. It's hit straight. It's long. There's no bit long on. Here comes the fields and he doesn't make it. It's 4. Well struck.
We've never seen a South African side yet say it's all over while we're still out there. Whether it's rugby, cricket or whatever sport they play till the final whistle or the final ball. They're not giving it away.
This time it's single. They're going to come back to the second. No, they're not. It's 8 off the over. It's 9 for 173. Now they are. Wow, a bit sloppy. So that's 9 off the over. Stephen Fleming saying bounce it in. First time I've seen him with a frown on his face. It's great to see, isn't it? The Adelaide Oval under lights, 9 for 176. It's the assignment now for South Africa with 1 wicket in hand. It's Chris Cairns from the City end. And 2 on for a single. There's a chance if he hits. No, he doesn't. Well, poor old Roger hasn't had a great night. It's going to be in a winning side. And half a chance for a run out there. It's never easy when you've got 1 stump. But he certainly wasn't close. Got him. Yes, beautiful bowling from Cairns. A wonderful victory by New Zealand. Full credit to them. They had a big touch with 124 and they're 5 for 93. Now they're bowled. New Zealand have bowled South Africa out with 2 overs to spare. A wonderful performance.
Yes, it has been. They were 2 for 6 when they batted, and people were saying, will they turn the lights on at Adelaide? Well, they have, and the lights have shone in New Zealand's way. A lot of smiles. Here's the final one. Clips the top of off stump through to Adam Perori. And Cairns, in a nonchalant fashion, turns around, collects the jersey and what have you from the umpire. Job well done by him. A job well done by the whole New Zealand side. And they've defended 224 with everything they've had. They've fielded committed fashion in the ground field, and the catching's been excellent. 2 or 3 magnificent catches. Horn and Ashton in particular, and Harris a great caught and bowled. But it's an all-round performance that's got them home, and an all-round performance that's been appreciated by a reasonable crowd here in Adelaide tonight.
A lovely sight here, the lights on at the Adelaide Oval for the first time in the history of the great ground. And we've seen a bit of an upturn here for New Zealand. They didn't win a match when they